Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy.
Goes for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Played back in. And he's gone looking for safety. That pass has been well intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to play it through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. Great chance! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rudiger. Camavinga. That's Rudiger. Valverde, and it's Alexander-Arnold, and it's made its way to him. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception, and that's a goal kick. Van Bronckhorst, great vision. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Rodrigo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's gifted it to the... Can he finish? He's got a goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Azar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van Bronckhorst. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
There they go, hunting again.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's worked it through. Just the goalkeeper to... He's having a shot! Oh, it's there! Back to within one! Interesting! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference.
Rodrigo! Off the post! And it's Valverde. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And he cuts out the supply. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Tchouameni for Valverde. Oh, this is a great position. Tries a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Guti. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, good steal, he just read it. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Up he goes! Just off target. And it's Pedri. That has been slung wide. Pass is just off target. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Azar conjures time and space where few can. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Alexander-Arnold. Alaba. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And the second half gets underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Alaba. Tchouameni. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's the shot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone. Peter, really well taken goal. Bellingham. Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And now the breakaway. Howson does really well to win the ball there. And it's Pedri. And this is Hazard, in with the challenge. Cross flung in. Bullish header! Oh, he's hit the bar! In he goes again! Oh, it's fallen loose again! We've got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looking for the run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
And we have our very first corner.
El dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos.
They've played it short. Camavinga finds himself unceremoniously floored. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe knocks it into space. Now it's Hazard. Chouameni. Madrid finding their passes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alaba gets it away. Turns and goes back. Now it's Yamal. Mbappe has created one goal already. And he welcomes it in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedri. Now it's Hazard. And that's aimed into the middle. Header!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Eder Militao.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Guti.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Now it's
descuento.
Guti. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted. Chouameni. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. There could be trouble here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 18. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 20.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Madrid pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Yamal calmly anticipates. He's in space and looking for options. He's picked his way through. Nicely shaped cross. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hazard. This looks promising. Rodrigo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well-timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right. Valverde. That's a throw. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Eder Militao. Pedri. Now, can they get him away? Over to the left. Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. Howson. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Has a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Pedri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, shot a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Rodrigo, Pedri, shapes to shoot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Hazard shoots! Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left. But if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Rodrigo receives it in a good position here. Chouameni. Now this could be a chance. Can he get it through? Still inseparable. We have penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? Van Bronckhorst is first to take the long walk. Oh, what a save!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Mbappe next in line, and here he is.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Madrid looking to draw level. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
Madrid are looking to him to tie things up. No, he's fluffed it. Madrid are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Madrid are looking to keep pace here.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Bellingham is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
Hazard comes forward for the fifth of five. Big character, big moment, big save. So all eyes on the goalkeeper. Back off the post.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Courtois must keep this out. This is match point. And that has lifted the roof. So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Oh, commiserations.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his foot.
Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. Albert Ferrer plays it all the way forward. There's the crossfield ball. It's made its way to him. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Guti. And it's Azar. Balde. Pedri. Just eases him off the ball. Quality ball. He shifted it to the flank. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's having a go! Oh, a very decent attempt. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And it's Azar. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And that looks a decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's really well manoeuvred. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Azar. He's in plenty of space here. Guti, and he's gone backward here. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hazard, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Guti. And it's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni, and here's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior!
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate.
And the finish! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Stood up well to him there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Xavi Alonso. It's a really well-measured ball. Hazard. That's a super given. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now it's Hazard. Howson cuts out the pass. Guti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Kubo. He can run onto that. And he shoots! Tchouaméni. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Kubo. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's a pretty loose pass. Closing in on... And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Opts to play it back. Guti. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
It's a searching pass. And he's intervened well there. He's found a way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Madrid faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe is flagged offside. Pedri threads one in. Xavi Alonso spread it left. Can he get it through? Valde. Alexander-Arnold stands tall and stands strong. Goulet. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And he's forced to go back.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Back into the middle. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Balde. It's Pedri. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Oh, terrible pass. Howson gets over and intercepts. Spread neatly. Pedri, and it's Arda Goulet. Goulet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guti. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Pedri. And it's Chouameni. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
15,
time for changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
23,
actually.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal
Guti.
22, Hazard. Serán sustituidos.
Just about up to 75
el dorsal
minutes.
19, el
Oh, that
dorsal
is...
8,
Can he
el
finish?
dorsal 9, el dorsal 20.
Well, the keeper seemed
Se
to
va a
go into
realizar un
study
cambio
mode
de
then,
jugadores.
and he's read it beautifully.
Camavinga. And here's Kubo. And the shot's on here. And the shot! And that is wildly off target. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Howson. That's a cute ball. Picked out, decent chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Yamal with the clearance. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
This looks promising. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He should have put that one away. Corner number 2 then. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So,
El
third
dorsal
corner of the
14
game.
será reemplazado por el dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
He gets big. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Balde. Camavinga. Here's Oyarzabal.
Habrá 5
Yamal.
minutos de descuento.
He is through here. He's taking on the lot of them. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Valverde. That is ended up in no man's land. Great vision. De Jong. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Chouameni has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Played back in. That's cause for mild irritation. That is good alertness. Tries to pass it through. And we're done. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the business.
Can he finish? Vinicius Junior.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's managed to get free. Dani Olmo is onto this. Hazard. Hazard goes on a run down the left wing. Dani Olmo. The ball has bounced loose now. It's played through for him. It's a mighty effort! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Valverde stood up well to him there. Dani Olmo spread it left. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Vinicius Junior has given away a free kick. And it's Valverde. That's a little off target. Threads one in. And a chance! Oh, it's gone in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He might be in. Oh, Mbappe! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's the throw. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think they could do with making this count.
He's had a crack. Now, who's going to be first to this? Over to the left. And here's Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Dani Olmo just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Kubo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, terrible pass. That's a throw. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big, and it's come back out to him. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Xabi Alonso actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And that was very necessary. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vinicius Junior with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Azar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has not gone well. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, good-looking ball. Guti aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have...
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. An early chance, their first of the game.
Hazard clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
They've won a corner. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And smartly reclaimed. Van Bronckhorst. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Hazard with the delivery. Marquinhos clears it away, and here's the chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? That's been cut out, well played. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. He has found the way through, and it's Hazard. And he's had a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Guti plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Oh no, what has happened here? Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Scholes. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Neymar. He's looking wide. In towards the back stick. And Dijk gets it away. Great vision. Guti. And this is Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
And he's running through. He's tried one.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar with a real chance here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Scholes.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Neymar. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception. Szoboszlai. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Azar. Fernandez. That is ended up in no man's land. Szoboszlai. Shot could be on. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Scholes. He won't be happy with that one. Van Dijk.
Teremos minuto de
Konate.
acréscimo.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos desejar feliz aniversário de casamento a dos nossos...
And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Shot, surely! And it's in! There is the breakthrough! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Corinthians are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, given away, it's Azar! Oh, crossbar! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Van Bronckhorst. Casemiro. Now it's Casemiro. Oh, that's nice. That is good strength. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. Now it's Camavinga. That has been slung wide. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Azar! And he's there to belt it away.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 9. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa
So, Jim, what are you
15.
thinking?
Público
Well, considering they're
presente
only
na
one
partida
down,
de
they're
hoje.
closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
60.810 espectadores.
Now, can they get him all? And Guti! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Camavinga. Nicely shaped ball. Messi in acres of space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Scholes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Corinthians can't breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Foot in. And it's Robertson. Tries to cross. And that should get the job done. Has a shot! And somehow it stayed out.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 11. Neymar. Camisa 4. Camisa 23. Camisa 25. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7. Camisa 22. Camisa 27. Camisa 5.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Van Bronckhorst is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Szoboszlai. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Casemiro. Son Heung-min. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Guti. He's gone for goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substituição em andamento.
Brazil making consecutive changes here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Aimed beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. Takes a shot!
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Back into the middle. That's going right the way across. Martinelli receives it in a wide position. Can he get on the end of this? That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it out wide. Threads one in. Serginho gets into a good position. That has been knocked clear. It's a pretty loose pass.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And he was alert to it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well read. The danger is averted. Chouameni. 5 minutes to add. Over to the left. Serginho. He's got away. Takes aim and crosses. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Martinelli. Out of play for a throw. Rice. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pinches it off him. Good ball over the top. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's hoisted clear. That's at the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say...
That could spell trouble. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. And that has been clubbed away. Aimed beyond the defence. Van Bronckhorst. Chance for a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Guti brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
He's one-on-one! Big chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, one score, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Shot could be on. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Pires. Skims. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Batistuta. That has been slung wide.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Guti. Casemiro. Now, can they get him away? That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread it left. And that could set him on his way. And that's a good ball. Great chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Santos find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do.
Oh, what has happened here? Brazil already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Guti. Now it's Messi. And Konate. Guti. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Perez. Now that looks a decent ball. Bebeto receives it in a good position here. Ball driven towards the far post. That's a decent clearance. Azar. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Azar. And it's Guti. Shot at goal! In he goes again! They've done it! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So is this the start of a comeback? And that is a little undercooked. Casemiro. Guti. Roberto Carlos. Perez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Batistuta! And kept out by the most... And the first 45 minutes are up. There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Knocks it out wide. Hazard. Van Bronckhorst. Terrific header. No mistake. And the second half is off to a flyer. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Batistuta. And this is Bebeto. And Batistuta! And reclaimed it, Roberto Carlos! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Hoisted in, big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. Brazil are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. So we've reached the hour mark. Hazard knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Picked out brilliantly. Fires it in low. And it's hoisted clear. Bebeto gets flagged offside.
Substituição em andamento.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Out to the left it goes. Looking to play him in. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. Well read, and the danger is averted. No way through. Guti. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's good running with the ball. It's a promising position. Bebeto. Now there's a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. And he's managed to get free. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Son Heung-min opts for safety. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 7. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa
Messi.
18.
Great vision. Bebeto. De Bruyne is onto this. Tries to get it clear. Santos have their second corner now. And it's been taken short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar's cross. He gets big. No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Camisa 20. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Marquinhos. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Brazil are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Roberto Carlos. He's in plenty of space here. A header! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss will.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Santos are looking to go forward now. Soboslai gets across to intercept that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Neymar. Scholes gets a foot in here. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Choi, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now this could be a chance. That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar. Casemiro. Perez. Casemiro. Van Bronckhorst. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brazil were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers with...
And Del Piero! And he has kept it out somehow.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And Bronkhorst. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Brazil with the corner. They're first. Oh, he's been caught napping. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a promising position. He's gone for goal. Azar. Scholes. And Van Bronckhorst. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Guti's cross. And he's there to get it away. And it's Soboslai. Scholes. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, terrible pass. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is through here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Del Piero. Hazard. Rice. And he's... Del Piero! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
That's been won straight back. And here's Dembele. And he's away. Neymar. And that could well leave a mark. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a little off target. Hazard picks it up out wide. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He could be in here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! And he's heaved it away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Del Piero. And he's lost his man here. And the finish! There it is! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. And this is Dembele. And the shot! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paraguay are such an adept.
Has a shot! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hazard has it out wide and tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Guti. He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days.
Paraguay have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very
you